Make sure that you guys go ahead and subscribe. Make sure that you follow both of my Instagrams. I have a makeup one and then I have my personal account. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that. And then turn on those notifications. All right, y'all. Thanks. Alright, you guys, so let's get into this look. The first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be prepping my face with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. So I'm just going to be putting that all over my face. The pretty cool thing about this primer is that it literally is drying and mattifying your face as you're putting it on. It feels amazing. Alright guys, so as I said, I'm just starting my eyebrow 3/4 from the beginning of your brow. And so I'm just, following the motions, filling it in, trying to make it a little bit darker. I naturally have thick and full brows, as you can see, and my eyebrow hairs are a little bit long, so I usually struggle with it. I'm also going to be taking my Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Medium Neutral. I'm just going to try to zoom in that so you guys can see it. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm also going to be using my Jaclyn Hill JH42 brush. It's pretty much like a concealer brush. So what I do is I just use that brush, get some product off of the wand. I'm just gonna sit there and outline my brow. Okay, everybody, let's see. Make sure yes. Okay, so went off camera and did my second brow, so that's done. So that's pretty much how I do my eyebrows. Really simple. So I'm a big Fenty fan. Fancy. I'm a big Fenty fan, so it's like a rainy day today, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I am the shade 310. And so now what I'm doing here is I'm pretty much taking my Fenty foundation and I'm dabbing it all over my face, spreading it. One thing I did learn in the process of learning how to do makeup is you never want to put exact amounts of foundation on your nose. So make sure that whatever you have left on the brush, you're spreading it. I'm also using the foundation brush from Morphe M439. I don't like to really use a beauty blender like I said before. So I'm just going to use that
around my eyebrows. Like if you can see when I do it, I do like an emotion where it's just like whoop, and so whoop.
And so then I also have my Fenty Beauty Concealer and also in the shade 310. What I'm going to be doing is I'm pretty much going to be creating like small triangles under my eyes, dragging that out. I don't personally use a lot of product. The Fenty Concealer is really good as far as coverage, so I only use a little bit. I'm just going to do a small triangle on my forehead, on my chin, where my Cupid's bow is, and the bridge of my nose. Then I'm going to use one of these little foam sponges that I bought from the pharmacy. I did lose my beauty blender, but even though I don't use it, I like using this. The only down thing is that it does pick up product, but that's okay. It still helps me spread my product and gives me full coverage. So you want to make sure that you're blending. You're going to blend everything that you just put, all that concealer. You're just going to make sure that you blend that as much as you can. Also, I have my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Powder in Banana. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that sponge that I used earlier, going to dip it in my banana powder, and I'm pretty much going to do the method of baking. So I'm just taking that and placing that everywhere where I place that concealer, with the purpose of it not moving throughout the day, making sure that that product stays put. I switched between this one and my Fenty one. So this is the color Cappuccino, and I have like this Morphe brush. It's like, like has like a little angle to it. This is what I go ahead and use for my contour. So with my angled blush brush, what I'm doing is I'm pretty much taking the bronzer and I'm doing it at a upwards motion. I don't like straight lines when I'm doing my contour. So what I do is I do straight upwards motion towards my ear, but then I'm also going back and forth, making sure that it's blended. I also kind of bring it up a little bit. You don't want that line to be too harsh, or at least I don't. And then you want to bring it up towards your brows and then towards your temple area and your forehead. And then you can also outline your jaw a little bit if you want that more like defined look around your chin as well. Go ahead and use my Morphe x Jacqueline JH02. Just gonna go ahead and wipe off that banana powder that I put on earlier. And so like I said, I just want to wipe that powder off. So what I like to do personally is the powder that I am wiping off, I just like to just spread it around just to set everything else. A lot of people use like foundation powders and stuff like that. I just use the banana powder, just spread it around. Also, this banana powder smells amazing. That's what I'm rambling about in this video. Your highlight. So for highlight, I'm also going to be using Fenty Beauty in Mean Money and Hustler Baby. And so then I'm just going to go ahead and grab this fan brush. It's from It Brushes from Ulta. And it's the number 116. I don't know if it's going to focus in for that. Let me tell y'all something. I love to sparkle. So right now what I'm doing is taking my fan brush and I am pretty much just taking it at doing a back and forth motion, just spreading that sparkle. Just want to sparkle. I love to glisten. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. Me personally, I like to create like a little C shape. So I bring it up around my brow and my temple area, which is what you see me doing now. Then I'm also going to put it on the bridge of my nose where I put that concealer, the tip of my nose, and also where my little Cupid's bow is right there. I love for that to glisten when I have like a little gloss or a lipstick or something. Jetsetter. These are by Eden Rose. These are Eden Rose lashes. There you go, Jetsetter. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna put on my lashes and then I'll come right back and then show you how it looks with my lashes. So I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so welcome back. So what I did was I went and put my lashes on off camera. Sip on my water now. Also, I'm not in the Navy, but shout out to my little sister. She is in the Navy, so thank you for your service. Alright, y'all, so I'm just going to be putting some mascara on my bottom lashes. Just want them to stand out, especially since I already have strip lashes on, you know. Want them to look cute, you know, like you can tell that I do have bottom lashes. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm also going to take my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk 604. So wipe that off a little bit. Yeah. So now the reason why you'll always find me putting on this white jumbo pencil, I just really love how it makes my eyes pop. So when you want something to pop, you want to use white, and then when you want them to look more narrow, I usually pop on a black liner. It's like I'm going for a natural look. So I'm just gonna take my highlight, just put some highlight right there in my inner corner. Because I told y'all, I want a sparkle. This is in the shade I'm a hustler, baby. And I want you to know. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop that in there. So this is pretty much what my everyday look looks like. I'm gonna grab my Fenty Beauty gloss in Fenty Glow, one of the first ones she dropped. You can never have enough gloss. I love this Fenty gloss.
DatPiff.com world premiere.
I brought some party favors, party favors. Got you naughty, babe, so naughty, babe, so naughty.